Yeah, by the way, if you didn't notice, this is the Chieftain MK6, aka the loot box Chieftain's hull. So yeah, guys, while you were gambling for the Chieftain in loot boxes, in multi-tier loot boxes, I was playing this for free. Hello everyone and welcome back to another video, and today I will be showing you a Harbinger replay, which is my damage record with this tank on the EU server, aka my best game with this tank on the EU server. So, but I actually tried a different setup than I normally do. But however, of course, the auto reloader guns stayed in the setup because it's just such a good gun. Yeah, you should always use auto reloader because it's just a really good gun. It's at tier 4, it's literally just better than the reload speed gun, because you have the same exact DPM with higher alpha and the 3-shot clip. So yeah, why wouldn't you use that? However, managed to kill this hare, and there is a raven behind us, which is gonna be a problem later, you will see. But anyway, we see a guy on the radio, so I don't pick up this drop. Instead, what I want to do is miss him, apparently. Okay, I don't know how that missed, but anyway, I'm gonna wait him to shoot me a bit. Now he shot me twice. Now he's gonna ram me. And now he shots me twice. However, he rams me for 1 HP. Damn.
Your tank is ready for another upgrade.
But I still managed to pick this up, and now I have a berserker, which means I can kill this guy actually. So yeah, I think I can kill him. Yeah. Oh, I'm a very low HP. Let's see. Oh my god, I just barely managed to kill him. But look, guys, what is this? Whole area turned orange, and now it's red. Hello, game? What? Dude.
An important milestone.
Bro, like, come on, bro. Like, what is this, man? It's... I killed 2 guys. One of them was literally third-partying me. And this is what I get? Really? This is what I get? Fucking whole map turns red? Just where I'm... Just where I am. Nowhere else. Nothing happens. Except where I am, the whole map turns red. Yeah. Thank you, game. Thank you, game. Love you. I definitely deserve that. Yeah, thank you, game. However, we still have a respawn, so it's fine. Although I think we deserve this respawn, to be honest. Like, if you die like this, come on, man. Like, that's just such bullshit. But anyway, we killed 2 guys already. Almost 3,000 damage, and we upgraded to the Dynamics engine and the auto reloader. Now, why am I using the Dynamics engine? I usually don't recommend Dynamics engine on this tank because it's obviously it's just really slow. Like, look at this, 50 top speed. Really?
You have enough experience.
Find this guy here.
Luck's not on our side.
So the reason I'm using Dynamics engine is because of the hull. You will see what I mean by that. And I think he hits my turret roof because it's actually overmatchable. Yeah, that's kind of awkward. I only have 900 health after that. But yeah, look what I'm... HP hull. I usually don't like hit points hull and armor hulls on medium tanks, because I like my medium tanks to be going fast and I don't really care about the armor. However, I decided to try this, and as you can see, this guy with a tier 1 turret gun can just pen me easily, obviously.
Our track is repaired. Let's carry on.
And now he shoots me with acid, the Bylang, trying to third party. However, he's a bit too late to the party.
Take this.
However, well, you cannot pen me now. Okay, he shot my turret, I think.
Ready for another upgrade.
And he's probably gonna be able to run away. Yeah, 250 HP. Unless I get a high roll, and oh my goodness, bro. I used my heal just when this guy shot me. Okay, dude. That's so unfortunate. And now I pick rotation speed. I will explain later why I do that. Anyway, but this guy... Yeah, the fact that he got so lucky where he was healing... Yeah. I guess he has nothing to do this because he has no DPM with that gun, and he cannot place down an airstrike because I went too close to him. And yeah, that actually means that I can kill him easily. And now I'm finally be able to heal up peacefully. Hopefully, nobody will join. And I choose auto reloader again because, well, it's just such a good gun, man. Like,
In combat.
now tier 6 Raven with the armor setup. So yeah, we gotta aim a bit. Yeah. Now we try to angle like this. This is the way you wanna angle. Because this plate here protects your side. It's basically unpennable. Whole shovel protects your lower plate. Upper plate is pretty hard to pen, especially with lower caliber runs, although most guns can overmatch some parts of it, but it's pretty hard. The only way you can pen me in this scenario is by shooting the cheeks or the turret ring. Turret ring is actually very weak, by the way, so...
Penetration. Respawns are no.
But he missed the last 2 shells, which is nice. So yeah, this is why I like this hull. I shoot his cupola again, 437. As you can see, the alpha of this gun is actually very, very nice. And as you can see, I'm loading shells. I cannot see him, but I'm still not wasting time, which would have been not true for the reload speed gun, because the reload speed gun would just waste time if you don't shoot. But I'm still reloading my shells in the clip, even if I don't shoot, which means I'm not wasting time when I'm not shooting constantly, you know? And another good thing, or bad thing, as you want to say about this gun, is that your intro clip caps your DPM, which means that you don't actually want to use your berserker until you fully clip out. But by the time you fully clip out, your enemy is probably very few HP, and you don't need the berserker, which is actually a good thing, because then that means you won't take that much damage from the berserker, and then if someone tries to third party you, you will have a berserker and you will also have HP. And like most people say that this gun is bad because if you use berserker, the DPM caps out your DPM, which is true. So yeah, you need to think a bit more when using this gun, but this is actually a good thing in my opinion, because you don't use your berserker all the time, and you actually don't want your berserker to be used all the time, because that just basically means you cannot heal for 14 seconds. You're gonna take like 200 damage or something in a span of 14 seconds as well, which is very annoying, especially if you're multiple tanks around you. If it's a 1v1, it doesn't matter, of course. But if there is multiple tanks around you, which is like 99% of the time, it's the hunter, then you don't want to use berserker. And this applies to the corrosive mist by like 2 times more. Because the corrosive mist, basically what it does, most of the time, it damages basically like 200 damage or like 400 damage. It hides your enemy from your vision and makes you unable to heal if you go in it. You also take damage from it. And yeah, it's just absolutely useless. Like, the abilities are so bad on this tank. Like, look at this. This guy plays down the smoke. And yeah, he's actually doing some damage. He did 300 damage. Woohoo! Now I actually activate the ability after I clip out. And yeah, as you can see, my health is going down a lot when I'm using the berserker. So this is why you don't want to use your berserker all the time. Because even though it's a small amount of your health, it can be the difference between you surviving or not. And if you don't use your berserker, which is in this scenario, it was a closed area, nobody was around me, I killed the Raven, so I can easily use the berserker because it was a 1v1 basically. I didn't have to fear being third-partied because yeah, but most of the time if there are multiple tanks that can shoot you, it's usually not a good idea. How did I miss that? Now I think I shot his engine. And now let's see, the Variag, tier 7, big scary double gun. Yeah, the 1000 just blocked like that. I think he shot my shovel, and yeah, the shovel is kind of hard to pen. Can we see where? Oh yeah, I can actually see. Yeah, by the way, if you didn't notice, this is the Chieftain MK6, aka the lootbox Chieftain's hull. So yeah, guys, while you were gambling for the Chieftain in loot boxes, in multi-tiered loot boxes, I was playing this for free. And I get a way better gun as well.
Reporting penetration.
So yeah, I don't know, man. Steel Hunter seems kind of broken. You gamble for the tank, and then I can just play it for free. Yeah. Anyway, as you can see, this gun just casually permatracks that guy with the 380 alpha, because the other gun would have probably taken like 2 shots to track him. This gun only takes like 1 shot to track most people. So yeah, this is also another reason why you should use this gun over the reload speed gun. And the reload time is only like 4.3 seconds, which is a bit worse than the reload speed gun, but it's still enough to permatrack anyone basically. And you notice that I'm not talking about the alpha damage gun, because that gun is just not even close to being good. You basically get 1000 less DPM than all of these guns, the reload speed and DPM gun. And you also get worse gun handling for it. However, what is fun about the gun is the gun sound. So yeah, if you wanna have fun and just listen to some amazing gun sound, the alpha damage gun is very good, but don't expect to be better than these guns. In fact, it's just the worst. It's just worse in almost every way than the reload speed gun and the auto reloader gun. So, but in the meantime, we already racked up 19,000 damage, and we are just gonna keep going with this guy, shooting him. And yeah, you can't even notice that you ran out of shells. I shoot this bot in the air because I can. Why not? And now he's level 6, so yeah, he's not really a big threat, to be honest.
Take this.
And yeah, he's also gonna miss his acid shot. Yeah, that's kind of awkward, although it wouldn't matter because I can just repair it anyway, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, now I shoot him again. I almost loaded my 3rd shell, but it doesn't really matter. You don't have to wait for your shells to be loaded. Just shoot whenever you can, and then it's fine. Like, your DPM is so good that it doesn't matter.
Enemy penetrated.
And yeah, but I also actually kill because I want to heal. This guy to heal a bit and pick up the red drop maybe. So I'm gonna talk a bit about the turret, the rotation speed turret, because I promised you I will explain why I use this turret. So basically, this turret is actually better against tier 7 guns. Why is that? Well, there is this use space armor here and some space armor like here. Or no, actually there's a whole space armor, but you can pen most of this. However, this little part here is actually like 300 plus millimeter, which means that even tier 7 guns firing gold ammo will bounce. And like, it doesn't matter if you fire gold or standard at this turret, because if you fire standard at this, you will pen this. If you fire gold, you pen this. So yeah, gold ammo will bounce here, standard ammo will bounce also here. So basically, the other turret is basically fully green to any tier 7 gun. And that means it's also larger. And the turret roof is actually over-pennable if you're not below it. So yeah, this is smaller turret, and it's also harder to pen with tier 7 guns because it's kind of random. So that's why I use this turret. And it also gives you more vision because, of course, you have a vision cone in Steel Hunter. And if you can turn your turret quicker, that means you can see more area faster, which means you will have more awareness. And of course, that's very important in Steel Hunter, especially with the Harbinger that cannot really fight third parties. And yeah, I just rammed this guy. So yeah, that was 23,000 damage with the Harbinger. With a completely new setup, at least for me. I never really used this setup before until I played it on EU this season. I must say it's pretty good, although I think I would have probably done the same damage with any other setup, unless it's like really slow or something. I hope you enjoyed this video, and see you in the next one.